In the modern era of college football, where stability is often fleeting and success can feel transactional, Marcus Freeman has done something that few coaches hired during the chaotic 2021 coaching carousel have managed to accomplish. He has turned Notre Dame into a genuine, sustainable national contender while anchoring the program with a sense of belief that extends far beyond wins and losses. In a sport defined by constant movement, Freeman has become a rare constant, and the last few weeks have only reinforced how far he has elevated the Fighting Irish and how valuable he has become to the broader landscape of football. When Freeman was hired in December 2021, the moment felt both bold and uncertain. He was young, untested as a head coach, and stepping into one of the most scrutinized jobs in all of sports after Brian Kelly's abrupt departure to LSU. The timing alone would have rattled many programs. Instead of retreating or playing it safe, Notre Dame leaned into a new vision, entrusting its future to a coach who embodied energy, authenticity, and a modern understanding of players. 4 seasons later, that decision looks increasingly prophetic. Among his peers from that hiring cycle, only Oregon's Dan Lanning occupies the same air. Everyone else, from splashy names to cautious retreads, has either plateaued, regressed, or already been replaced. The results speak loudly, but not simplistically. Freeman has not merely won games, he has reshaped Notre Dame's identity in a way that fits the demands of contemporary college football without abandoning the program's core principles. The Irish are tougher, faster, more aggressive, and more adaptable than they were before. They recruit at an elite level, develop talent with consistency, and compete with the sport's heavyweights on equal footing. That transformation did not happen overnight, and it did not come without growing pains, but the arc has been undeniable. That is why the recent swirl of NFL rumors felt inevitable rather than alarming. Notre Dame fans found themselves on edge not because they doubted Freeman's commitment, but because they understood his value. Coaches who build real programs do not go unnoticed, and Freeman has quietly assembled one of the most impressive resumes in the country. Over the past few seasons, Notre Dame has lived in the national conversation, not as a legacy brand clinging to history, but as a legitimate threat capable of beating anyone on any given Saturday. That kind of relevance attracts attention from everywhere, including the professional ranks. For a brief moment, it seemed possible that the NFL might pry Freeman away. The NFL has always been drawn to leaders who can command a room, connect with players, and manage complex organizations, and Freeman checks every one of those boxes. He is articulate, composed, and deeply respected by his players. He understands culture as much as scheme. To NFL executives searching for the next great CEO-style head coach, those traits are gold. Notre Dame fans knew it. NFL teams knew it, and Freeman knew it too. Yet when the moment came, Freeman chose continuity over curiosity. By agreeing to a restructured contract and publicly reaffirming his commitment to Notre Dame, he did more than quiet speculation. He sent a message. This program, this project, and this unfinished business mattered more than the allure of the next step. In an era where upward mobility is often measured by how quickly one can leave college football behind, Freeman's decision carried weight. It validated Notre Dame's belief in him and reinforced the idea that the Irish are not a stepping stone, but a destination. That choice also underscored just how far Notre Dame has come under his leadership. This is no longer a program hoping to sneak into relevance or cling to past glory. It is a team built to contend annually, with systems in place that can withstand adversity. Freeman has navigated playoff disappointment, roster turnover, NIL realities, and the ever-shifting transfer portal landscape without losing momentum. The Irish are not perfect, but they are resilient, and that resilience is a reflection of their head coach. Comparisons to Dan Lanning are instructive. Like Freeman, Lanning took over a proud program amid uncertainty and quickly elevated it into a national force. Both coaches recruit relentlessly, develop with intention, and coach with clarity. They understand that modern college football demands more than schematic expertise. It requires emotional intelligence, adaptability, and vision. While others from the 2021 cycle have struggled to balance those demands, Freeman and Lanning have embraced them. They are not just surviving the chaos of the sport, they are shaping it. For Notre Dame, Freeman's success has altered expectations. The bar is no longer simply competing for New Year's Six bowls or hovering around the playoff bubble. The expectation is to contend for championships, to be relevant deep into December, and to enter every season believing that a title is within reach. That mindset shift is perhaps Freeman's greatest accomplishment. He has instilled confidence not only in his locker room, but across the fan base, alumni network, and national perception of the program. The irony, of course, is that by choosing to stay, Freeman may have only increased his future NFL appeal. Coaches who resist the first wave of interest and continue to build something substantial often emerge as even more attractive candidates later. The NFL will call again. That much feels inevitable. Freeman's name will resurface in future hiring cycles, attached to franchises seeking stability and leadership. The difference next time is that Notre Dame will not be wondering whether it belongs to the table of college football's elite. Freeman has already answered that question. For now, the focus remains in South Bend. There are recruits to develop, games to win, and a championship standard to uphold. Freeman's journey with Notre Dame is far from complete, and that's precisely what makes it compelling. In a sport addicted to immediacy, he has played the long game, and the payoff is evident. Notre Dame is not just relevant, it is formidable, it is respected, and it is led by a coach who understands that greatness is not defined by the next opportunity, but the one you choose to fully embrace.